Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Sunday, December 27, 2020. Thanks for joining me. God bless all of you. I hope you all are well out there, staying warm. I want to bring you said information pertaining to the bombing in Nashville. This is an open chat, so we will discuss various topics if you like. And I want to get this out of the way pertaining to the bombing that took place in Nashville, Tennessee on Christmas Day, Friday, early morning. Uh, Channel 2 News states that a $300,000 reward has been offered by various entities in the discovery of a suspect and prosecution of an arrest of a suspect pertaining to this crime. And also, Channel 17 News says they believe that the remains found at the scene of the bombing leads them to believe that one, the suspect who they're searching for and have been investigating died in the said bombing because one, remains were found, human remains were found, and two, surveillance shows that no one walked away from the RV. And that said source is Channel 17 News, and Channel 2 News gives information of a reward up to $300,000. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? That is the said information coming out of Nashville. The last updates were at least 5 hours ago, and those were two different sources I just brought you pertaining to the bombing in Nashville, Tennessee. As far as I know, they're still investigating the case. The FBI, the Memphis field office, are the current agency. It is the current agency investigating this bombing in Nashville, Tennessee. And as I stated, a reward has been offered up to $200, and remains were found at the scene. And it is verified that they are human, the remains. And the FBI believes that the person who concocted this bombing died at the scene. And also, the second evidence they have is that they don't see, through surveillance, obviously, that no one walked away from the scene, the RV. That is that information. Channel 2 and Channel 17 are the sources for both of those pieces of information that I brought you in case some of you need verification. Hello, Joelle. How are you doing? I want to thank you all for joining me. I know it's late. I had to rest a little bit. Digest my tummy before getting on. Queen cannot talk on a full belly. She can't do it. But thank you all for joining me in this late morning in the witching hour, early Sunday morning. I want to thank you all so very much for joining the Queen. Yes, the Queen is up, honey, barely, but she is here, and I want to thank you guys so very much. The chat is open for any type of discussions you want to talk about. If you want to talk about the said information pertaining to Nashville, Tennessee, hello, Video Chimp. I don't mind talking about that. I don't mind also talking about the other story I brought you of the child who was hit in a stroller on Wednesday in Ohio, Newark, Ohio. The grandmother was pushing the child in a stroller and was hit by an oncoming car, and the guy kept going, and he did not stop. He cold-heartedly kept going, but he was later apprehended at his apartment, and that's a sad tragedy. And the baby died on Friday, so she only lived 2 days. As far as I know, the grandmother is still in the hospital. So prayers for the grandmother and prayers to this family who have to now bury a small child because someone decided to mow them down on the damn road, and he kept going. And he's facing charges and probably more because he killed the child. She died. She succumbed to her injuries on Christmas Day. The grandmother is still in the hospital, so that's attempted murder. And then the fact that he left the scene of a crime. And there you have it. And that's that. And that's the set information. What I would like to say to some of you who are joining in, I've got 9 in the room, 2 thumbs up. Super Chatter Queen, if you feel the need to, I kindly appreciate it. I'd like to say this. I'm going to make a declaration on this channel before I go any farther into my commentary. When you see the title on the Queen's video, and it's a serious topic, if you don't have anything kind to say or anything of relevance to the subject matter at hand, don't comment. I shouldn't have to say this to you all who claim that you're grown, But some of you are so ignorant like the person who planted that bomb. Yeah, I'm saying that. And some may say, well, that's a stiff analogy, comparison. I don't care. Don't get on this channel with foolishness, foolish talk, foolish conspiracy talk, ignorant talk. A lot of people could have died on Christmas when that bomb went off. The police officers who were on scene could have died. So to get on a public platform and make jokes and laughing emojis and make up stupid commentary that you think the FBI is involved, they're crooked, they're this. I don't care about none of that. And most people don't care. Because you see, in the end, like I've told so many people, you can claim anything you want about a conspiracy, be it by civilians, who you think broke into your house, what the government did on 9/11 and didn't do. You see where I'm going with that? Going across the country to invade a country to steal their oil. Oh yeah, the queen gonna go there. All of that is your opinion, and without facts and without someone saying, yeah, I'm going to confirm that that happened, I did that, I orchestrated that, it's just a theory. Do you understand what I'm saying? But some of you are anti-government, that is your choice, but don't come over here playing in this playhouse, because I don't get down with all that crazy talk. And when I'm talking about something serious, I want respect about what I'm talking about, because I have better things to do than to sit up here and doll up for a video, go and research the best article I can find to bring to you, for you then to come on this channel and tell me what you think the government is and ain't doing, and they are involved, like the dodo bird who got on here earlier making stupid comments, which is so out of line and disrespectful. And it's stupid that I even have to address this, but I see some of you act like a child, so I'm going to pretend I'm your school teacher, because I'm surely not your mama. Have some respect for the living. Have some respect. Because you see, had it been your mama or your daddy that got their arm or their leg blowed off, you be hollering and screaming and want everybody to listen to your story on TV and the radio and any other platform that would listen. I'm not about to sit up and believe the government decided to find some RV of some bloke in Nashville. And what did they do? How'd they get him in the van? And then how did they disappear from the van and walk away from the scene of the crime? So that means they also altered the surveillance cameras in the area on the said buildings in the area. And they also made the bomb and put it inside of there with the recording. So the FBI just picked some random guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Since you're ignorant enough to put the comment on my channel, you want your 5 minutes of attention, I'm gonna give it to you. You're alluding to the fact that the government planted the bomb. They found some random guy, 63-year-old man in Nashville, tied him up, drugged him, killed him, sat him inside of the van, then parked it on the street. And then how the hell did they get out of the van without being seen? I'll wait. Or they put a chip inside his head and made him think he was crazy and mad at the world. And he decided, I'm going to go blow up this building over here downtown. Is that how it went? No, help me out. Which is it? He was deprogrammed. They took him into a small room and told him to, they whispered in his ear, you know, hey, you're losing your mind. The world's against you. Go buy some materials to build a bomb and then go in your RV and park your RV on this said street and detonate the bomb and blow yourself up. That's all I have to say. Foolish talk. You want to claim anything, bring a receipt. Because in the end, it's just idle chit chat and stupidity. Utter stupidity. How are you all doing out there? Thanks for joining me. Cheers. I really don't. Queen don't have time for this foolishness. I have better things than try to bring you all said information and just listen at the commentary and the this and the that and some of the other little comments that you all making in the comment box are just, I just don't have time for the silliness. Really, I don't. It's too late in the evening, in the morning to even be up. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Jackson? How you doing? Nitra, you're welcome. Greetings to everybody in the chat. I have 10 in the room, 4 thumbs up. Thanks for joining the Queen on this early Sunday morning. God bless all of you. I hope you're safe and warm. Hello, Mr. Rich Long. How are you doing this evening? I hope you're well. Warm greetings from the high 10. I'm just on here, barely. My eyes look like they're about to close. The Queen is ready to really shut it down for the morning. This is not getting enough sleep. This is not working out for the Queen. This staying up late. I need to go to bed at a decent hour. But anyway, that's the said information coming out of Nashville, Tennessee. I didn't see any other updates pertaining to a verification of the person whose house they were searching, whose house they went in Antioch, Tennessee, the FBI. But as I told you all in my previous video, that said home that they went to, a person was not home, and the alleged RV that was in photographs through Google Photos, that RV was not at the said location of the duplex. So the RV was missing, and so was the resident that belonged to the said residence. So one can speculate that perhaps the remains found at the bomb site is that of the person who lives in that said duplex, and the RV is, hello Chichi, and the RV is gone. It's in tiny pieces in downtown Nashville. This is horrific. It's sad to me. This is so sad and utterly disturbing that on Christmas Day, some vile, lonely, miserable Scrooge, bah humbug, SOB decided to get up and park that RV downtown Nashville and send out a message to the public to evacuate, rang out gunshots, and then detonated a bomb, possibly taking himself along with the wreckage. It's just ridiculous. I don't know what the hell's wrong with everybody. Queen trying to live. I don't have any other updates, Chi-Chi. I don't have any updates. If I had it, I would bring it to you. I don't have any updates there. The last update was that the mayor is seeking funds from the government for, a disaster that occurred, which is the bombing. So that's all. That's the only update I have, is that the mayor is seeking funds for the damage that was done. That's all. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Talk to the Queen. Tell me what's new. Tell me what's new in the city. How are you all feeling? What's going on? It's sad that it's Christmas time. Christmas has come and gone, but still it's the holidays. People are still, enjoying their time off, depending on what type of jobs they have, government jobs, whatever, city jobs. You can't even enjoy being at home. Hi, baby. How you doing? How are you, sweetheart? Are you good? But this is a sad world that we live in. We just live in desolate times. We have people who are just miserable, they're unhappy, and they want you to be unhappy right along with them. 2020 can kick rocks with flip-flops. You're so funny, Chi-Chi. Well, that must be me. How am I buffering? I'm not buffering. Am I? Keeping people real TV. Nobody said I was buffering but you. That's your connection. I don't think I'm buffering. I don't think I'm buffering. Talk to me, you guys. What do you want to talk about? Excuse me. You know, people that jump on that don't know how I do things, they should know now. You jump on this channel, we talk about everything. We veer from the subject. Because most people start asking different things and asking about this and that, and who shot JR. Well, you all know that Yellow Boy lives in Nashville. I wonder what he's thinking right now. And guess what? I believe he lives in the same place where the alleged bomber lives. How about that, you guys? Just a little bit of tea for you guys. If that's even the truth, because you know he lied so much. Thank you, darling. No, Miss Jackson, I don't have any information pertaining to Miss Cupcake. Someone left a message earlier in the comments about Patrick Stallworth wanting a reduced bond, but I got up and Googled this morning, and I Googled before I jumped on, and there are no said articles pertaining to him wanting any information about a bond. Not no more. Not no more what? Keeping it real what? I'm gonna start calling you keeping it real instead of keeping people. Keeping people real TV. What am I do with you? No, I don't have any information pertaining to Cupcake. Stop messing. Stop messing with me. Oh my goodness. So y'all dead in this room. 8 in the room, 10 thumbs up, and ain't nobody talking about nothing. Ain't nobody wanting to talk about nothing. Oh, I can't believe it. Where are my pilgrims at? All my puppies. Y'all don't want to talk about nothing. Y'all just want me to throw out something so y'all can get crunk. I'm just saying. So, praying for y'all in Tennessee. Thank you, ACY. How are you doing? I was thinking about you when she asked about that Camille McKinney. What's new on Netflix? I don't know. I have not been on Netflix. I've been on YouTube watching, movies off of YouTube. I haven't been on Netflix to see what's on. I don't even use the Netflix. Sometimes I scroll through and I don't really see nothing. I'll just log out, go find me another channel. I told you all I stay on YouTube. This is my home. Look, YouTube is my home. So I just stay on YouTube watching, documentaries and stories and this and that. I said I wanted to start going live out into the street and start talking to people. Just ask people about their lives and the choices that they've made and give you all just a gritty side of life, because there are videos out there like that. But, I like talking to people. Okay, baby, I hear you. But, it was Christmas when you asked me about Miss Thomas. And, that sucked the joy right out of the queen. Because I was like, now why she want to talk about her on Christmas Day? Because, we could talk about that hell for any other day of the week. So what? She like 2 guns now? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say, baby? She got a thing for Mr. 2 Guns veto now. Lord, we ain't gonna do this. We not gonna do this 2 days after Christmas. Merry Quimmer. We're not about to do this. Oh, Satan, I can't. Child, bye. Don't nobody want that but Dom. Don't nobody want that but him. I said it. Child, Oh, Lord. We trying to go into 2021 right. Okay, AC, I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm just letting you know that was somebody I did not want to be talking about on Christmas Day and see in my comment box. But it is an open box, so that's what you saw. So, but I have not gone over there. Let me make that clear. I don't ever go over there to her page for anything because she's just irrelevant to me. It's just nasty. Happy Kwanzaa. Thank you, Chi Chi. Happy Kwanzaa to you as well. Um, as far as Patrick Starworth getting a bond, lower bond, that's not going to happen. The people who put up the bond in the first place reneged. If you go back in my earlier videos, you will see where I bring you a video about that. And those people were wanting out of the bond once they found out he was being arrested for the kidnap and murder of Camille. So I don't know anybody that would want to. Even if the bond was lowered, what I'm saying is who's going to put up the money? Because 6 people got together and put up whatever they had for the initial bond, which was for the pornography or whatever that was on the phone. And then once they brought forth evidence to state to let him know, his attorney know, hey, we got a bigger picture here. He and his gal kidnapped this baby and also murdered her. So, all bets, it was off then. These people are like, oh, hell no. We're not getting ready to go down this road with my pocket change in my house. But see, this is what happens when you think you know people. I'm going to speak kindly of these people only because I don't know them. And I'm going to say that people don't know all your business, let's say. You see, he obviously was a wolf in sheep's clothing. So he perpetrated himself to be a nice guy, Christian guy, let's say, played the piano in church, but on the DL, homeboy like little babies, like little girls under the age of 18, let's say. And he and his heifer got together, Mr. Rika, and decided to find them a victim, and they found him one. Oh, Derek Chauvin a bond. Well, baby, that's the thing about this life we live in. I keep saying this to you all. All you need is for somebody to believe in you. That's all you need. Is for somebody to believe in you. The same thing with the Rittenhouse child. Ricky Schroeder and other people donated their money. I had some crackpot on my channel talking crazy to me because she put up money for the GoFundMe. Well, hell, for that, it was your business. They ain't got nothing to do with the Queen. The Queen just letting you know her opinion. That she didn't think he should be bonded out. He shouldn't even have no bond. You done killed 2 damn people and attempted murder of another. You shouldn't have a bond. And mind you, a judge will set the bond so high in assuming no one will be able to make the bond. The person won't be able to make the bond. But as I tell you, when you have people who will rally behind you, I say this to you all the time, as long as you got somebody rallying in your corner, the bond can be paid. So you see, in the Rittenhouse case of the boy crossing over to Wisconsin, shooting those people, somebody decided to put their 2 cents in and do a GoFundMe. Now, boom, he's out. Chauvin, same thing. He's a cop. They don't care if he's dirty, if he's funky. He got a bad record with the police department. Somebody still decided to say, we're going to fund this, you know what. And we're going to get this crooked, dirty, stinking cop murderer out of jail. Come on with it. Come on with it. And we better hope, by the grace of God, he don't get 12 members to set him free. Because they tell you it's very hard to convict a cop on the charges of murder during the investigation of a crime. Do you understand what I'm saying? If he is found guilty, it won't be the time that we think he deserves, which would be life in prison. Oh boy, do good to get 10 years. Like that dirty cop out in Texas. that killed that black boy in that apartment complex. It's the same game. And they don't like convicting women either. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a dirty game. People show favoritisms to law enforcement. Even when they know they're crooked, could be crooked, got evidence they crooked, got evidence they did something wrong, and that's the sad word about everything. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. And that's the sad information. And it's just ridiculous. But what can you do about it? All right, Mr. Rich Long, are you still in the room? Oh, okay. Chi said the Aubrey murders didn't get bond. Okay, well, that's like one out of how many? I'm just saying, hello. My eyes are a little glazed. As you can see, I'm really barely here. But that's the sad information. As long as you have people rallying for you, it doesn't matter what the crime is. It doesn't matter what you've been accused of. There'll always be somebody that'll believe in you and think that you're innocent. And then you have people who will know that you're guilty and they'll still rally behind you. I mean, that's just the way the world is. We've all, aided people in wrongdoing and took up for them and still remain their friends and family. So you're just thinking, well, with murder, it'd be different. No. If a person wants to aid a murderer, then they will. Or, as they say, suspected murderer. Although we saw Chauvin choke George Floyd on camera, not choke him, but, suffocated the man, cut off his airway. Excuse me. Let me clear that up. Kneed the man in the neck to death. Choke, it's all the same to me. You're cutting off the airway. It's all the same. It wouldn't matter if you put a bag over his head. He choked them. It's all the same. He asphyxiated. So, trying to dig up all this crazy stuff about drugs and this and that. The point is, you would have never known he was on drugs had you all not played the game of the police, duck, duck, goose, over a $20 counterfeit bill. I mean, come on now. And I still found that odd that if he frequented that store, he would even risk being arrested, whether he was passing it or with the people who passed it. It just seems like an odd thing to do because I do business with certain stores. They know me as of a patron coming in a lot. So I would not foolishly try to pass a counterfeit bill. What would be the point? I'm not saying either way for him because I don't know Mr. Floyd. But what I'm saying is I wouldn't pass the bill because I feel like this. I go to this place. I frequent this place every day. What would be the point of me trying to pass the bill? Knowing I frequent their store and they could flag the bill. And then I would never be able to come back in the store. And in this case, it was a worst case scenario. The police was called after allegedly a second attempt of going back in the store with some money. And they would happen to be outside in the car. Why they were still there, I do not know. The police shows up. So that's why I said all that was just a really odd, peculiar scenario. Because I still don't get the gist of any of that took place. I got all the information. I brought you all the said information pertaining to George Floyd and what allegedly happened that day in that store. But all of it is just weird to me, like I said. I just can't see going in the store with my friend. They give the money up. Somebody flags the bill. We walk back out. Then I go back in with what? Real money or fake money? See, I don't even remember if that was ever revealed. If when George went back in, he actually paid for the items with real money or fake money. So what happened? Police was called when they first went in with the money. And so then they doubled back in with money. And so the police was already en route from the first incident. And by the time George went in, paid for whatever or did whatever, came back out, sat in the car. That's when the police just so happened to show up. Just a very odd, peculiar storyline. events. Just like it was odd that Chauvin worked at the same place at one time that Mr. Floyd worked at in some Hispanic nightclub bar restaurant. But yeah, you didn't recognize him when you went to tap him on the shoulder. Excuse me, sir, I need to holler at you. Oh, George, what's going on? They said you passed a fake bill. Is that true? Come on, step out the car and let me talk to you. See, that's how that should have went. Ting. Okay. Just saying. Just saying. Very odd. Very, very odd. Well, 7 in the room, 15 thumbs up. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all ain't trying to discuss nothing with the queen. I'm going to log off from here. Because I need some rest. I need some rest. I don't have time for all this. Y'all ain't got nothing. Oh, as far as that other situation from last week, pertaining to the baby dropped off at the Goodwill, I've not seen anything alluding to the fact that a decision was made by the judge for a bond, for amount of a bond for Miss Terlisha Turner. So when I get an update pertaining to that story, I will bring it to you, because I have not seen anything. I Googled a couple of days ago and I didn't see any update. Naturally, I wasn't looking for anything since all this turmoil went on in Nashville with the bombing. But that's an interesting story as well. I have not gone to her page or anybody else's page, excuse me, to get any said information pertaining to he said, she said, and 211 or anything. When I get done with a storyline, when I just get frustrated and feel like it's just like you're talking to yourself and it's this other nonsense, I don't even want to be bothered with the story, because it's just, that story to me is whack. It's a whack story to me. And then I told myself, what if you're wrong? What if it's not like how you think? Like how Camille's story was. You thought one thing, and then the police never brought proof that the parents were involved. So what if it's true that this dizzy heifer went up to Nashville just to go eat, have drinks? They exchanged words about prostitution, and she said no. And then he said, okay, heifer, get out my car. Then he put her out. Then he wanted to get back at her, and he found her family member, her sister, and called her asking for a ransom. Did I get that right? Okay. I don't know. Just seems odd to me, because my thing is, she allegedly didn't have any money. So what would make you go call her sister thinking that you could get money from her? That's just peculiar to me. Very peculiar. What made you think she had money? What makes you think she would have given up money? It's just all odd to me. Just the story, everything. The not calling the police in Nashville. I see Nashville is a hot place here lately. You didn't call the law in Nashville when you got put out. Strange. Hey, I'm stranded. Hey, I've been in human traffic. Hey, because obviously she doesn't know how to talk, because somebody was sensitive. That's how they would have worded it. Hey, I was brought here, lured here, for drinks and dinner, woo, 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 and the person turned on me and threw me out. But, no case, no information about the police being involved, which I find odd. Why would you not call the police? Are you all out there? Y'all awfully quiet. My 5. My 5 in the chat. Oh. Say what, baby? MHB. What are you talking about? I forget stuff real quick. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, about Motated Blogger. Yeah, I've been dilly-dallying over there about the Mo3 stuff. I haven't brought you all anything else about Mo3 because my head spins about that case. And frankly, just all these different people with these different assumptions of who they think's involved. I mean, let's just keep it real. You all have come up with so many conspiracies about this boy's death. You've gone from a girl you think he was with, but nobody's brought any receipts to show that he was actually with her. Now you brought in another rapper, Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy, Freddie, Girl, Freddie Krueger, whomever. I said it. Just nonsense. Now you're bringing in Rainwater, the manager. It just goes on and on. Then there's something else about another Hispanic dude. Then it's something about a license plate tag, paper tag, somebody anchor tag. Well, how'd you make it, boo-boo? You work for the city. You get the metal tag from the city that you live in, where you're going to register your car. The paper tag comes from the dealer. Oh, did you hear that? The paper tag comes from the dealer, whether it be new car dealer, used car dealer. Those are the only people that administer paper tags. So where the hell did the paper tag come from? Wait. See, this is what I'm saying. Too much extra. So now I'm supposed to believe that what? This girl set him up. She told her boyfriend, Pookie Ray Ray, she messing with him, or he heard something, or she was running her mouth on the internet, which it was told that she did that. And Mo3 already said that a year ago to Jumper. He likes playing Connect 4. He's good at it. He's the master of Connect 4. So I believe that, okay, she knew he liked to play games. So perhaps he had been going to her house playing games, because he already alluded to that a year before, that he likes playing Connect 4, that he's the king of that. Okay. But what proof do we have that he was at her house? See, I'm the type, you say it so many times, bring me a receipt. Show me she was at his house. Show me she been texting somebody telling him, hey, he here, woo, woo, woo. 2, 3, why would she want him dead? Is she weak-minded, feeble-minded? She that type of chick that, okay, baby daddy, boyfriend want her back. So now he finds out, hey, get rid of that dude. I don't want him around you no more, woo, woo, woo. And she said, okay, cool. I'll let you know when he's coming over. See, bring me a receipt. Because now that you're inviting all these other people into the conspiracy with her, another male that liked her baby daddy, Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy Freddie, some other Mexican, the dude they got in custody. You know how many people I'm coming up off of my hand with just the people that I mentioned. Then his manager. Then y'all want to bring in Lil Boosie, talking all this stuff about sacrificing and all that. You know, I don't do conspiracy theories and I don't do Illuminati talk. Because 9 times out of 10, the crimes you see in the street, the crimes you hear of in the street, whether it's a rich man, poor man, it's because somebody didn't like you. Somebody would benefit from your death. Somebody wanted you out the way. Somebody had a problem with you. Somebody had a beef with you. It don't have nothing to do with no secret men in robes chanting around. It ain't got nothing to do with the government. It don't got nothing to do with the FBI, CIA. It's just somebody didn't like your ass and decided to get rid of you. And that's why I don't care for all that Illuminati talk and sacrificing. Think about what you're saying when you say the manager set him up. Why would he set him up? Just think about that for a minute. You're not making lucrative income in the millions to where Mo3 would it wouldn't matter if he was no longer your client. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's your meal ticket. Like I said, if you're not already making several millions a year, you don't have lucrative clients coming in, bringing in millions of dollars on a label, on your team. Why would knocking this guy off help you make more money? Because in the end, you still got to have rights to his music. And if you do not have the rights to Mo3's music, the copyrights, or as they say, the masters, whatever, you killing him means nothing. See, people don't think when they talk. I think people are just wanting someone to blame. You start listening to people talk, they're saying stuff that sounds fishy, funky, suspect. So then you now throw them under the bus and say, oh, I think he did it. I think she did it. But in the end, we don't have any proof that the manager, Boosie, Yella, Trap Boy Freddie, the guy in jail, the girl, another dude, who else I'm leaving out? The Mexican are behind the murder. Now, I'm not saying that nobody set him up. That's not what I'm saying. But I've named at least 8 folks already. And you want me to believe all them 8 people sat around a round table and said, let's get this Negro. We want him out of the way. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think it may have been an issue of somebody knew that he went over to the young lady's house, perhaps. Didn't like it. She told it. She conspired. Or they just knew that he'd be there. Or they went and watched. Because people will do that. I mean, you're telling people on social media, he comes over and plays games. Well, if I know that, why not just go and watch? But then somebody could argue and say, well, but who's going to sit and watch every day and not know what day he's coming? This is true. So that leads back to perhaps it was a setup. But my thing is, like I said, I don't know what to believe. Because nobody's bringing a receipt. Show me a phone conversation of she talking to somebody saying he would be at her home. That's what I'm saying. Show me a receipt that she talked to somebody. Somebody answered. Okay. Thank you. Do you understand what I'm saying? What's going to be telling is whatever that guy has to say that's locked up. Now, naturally, the defense attorney does not have to show anything in court. It's the state's job to prove that that guy killed Mo 3. It's the state's job. It's always the state's job to prove. As they say, the burden of proof. They're the ones got to bring the proof of who killed Mo 3 and why. They're the ones got to come up with a motive. And with you all talking on social media, giving the 211, they got a lot to go with, honey. What you talking about? And I feel sorry for anybody in the state of Texas that have to hear this crime, because they're gonna be dizzy in the head listening to how you doing, leader. They're gonna be dizzy having to listen to all these people talking about he said and she said and they said on the blog and they said on YouTube and Pookie called YouTube and called such and such. And I can tell you, I was watching social media was stop it, Nietzsche. I was listening to the Most Hated Blogger tonight, and the fact that he had Rainwater on there talking and he was stuttering. I mean, I was listening. I didn't finish the whole entire video, but the guy was stuttering, and I thought, why would you go and talk to a blogger? See, think about that for a second. And this is not to throw shade to any blogger that gets somebody on talking to them. But the thing that's odd is that this is a serious case. Somebody has died and was mowed down on an interstate. That was proven. There's video footage and all of the guy running, chasing Mo 3. So why would you go talk to a blogger about anything? Because one would say, well, who is he or she for you to go explain yourself to? And I posted that earlier. And like I said, it's not to throw shade at Most Hated or anybody else. It's just general. Why would you want to explain yourself? Why would you feel the need to explain yourself? That's what's odd to me. Because this isn't the FBI or the police that you're talking to. You're just talking to a random blogger. I just find that odd that you would even want to explain anything about your relationship with Mo 3, what allegedly happened that morning or whatever. Right. I thought anyone involved in the case should not be. Well, Nietzsche, we're not talking about regular people, see. We're not talking about regular people. You're talking about street folks. Street folks don't maneuver like regular people. A regular civilian, whether he or she is dirty and grimy as hell, would go get an attorney and or be appointed one by the court, and they would be talking to he or she. They would not be trying to talk to somebody on YouTube or Facebook. If they were to talk to somebody, they would probably choose the news. Do you understand what I'm saying? They would choose a local news outlet or a national news company. not a blogger. That's all I'm saying. Only street folks doing that. Call the blogger, or the blogger reach out to them through the DM, through Messenger or IG or whatever. Right. You do more damage speaking before a trial. You're right. And that's the point. So Rainwater may think to itself, well, I'm not involved, so it's no big deal with me talking to dude. Okay. And that's his choice. But I'm just saying, I just can't understand why you would want to talk to anybody, period. Blogger or no blogger. If you have not been brought in under suspicion, do you understand what I'm saying? You have not been brought in under suspicion for the murder of Mo3. Why would you want to go talk to a blogger of all people? That's all I'm saying. But I can tell you, Most Hated was going in on him. Every time he say 2 words, he couldn't get 2 words out, Nature. He was on him. But why this? I thought, oh, and I think that's what kind of bothered me, because I was like, dang, you sit here and let that man ask you all these questions and go in like that, and you actually trying to explain yourself. That's what I found weird. It's that he was actually explaining himself. Timeline that morning, and I'm gonna have to go back in and rewatch it and start it from the beginning. It's just interesting to see somebody, as I state, as far as I know, is not a suspect in the murder of Mo3, but you are explaining yourself to a blogger off of YouTube. That's deep. I'm sorry. I just seen it all. I said, wow, this is crazy. But I'm praying that they find a suspect or suspects, because this was heinous what was done to Mo3. No matter what people think of Mo3, you don't know him. And that's how I look at it. I don't know Mo3. I liked his music. That's all I can say about the man. I liked his music. But I don't know what he did in the street, who he talked to, who he said what about, what he allegedly done, or what somebody's accusing him of. And like I said, I watched his interview with the Jumper. And Mo3 basically said in that interview with the Jumper, I'm a storyteller. A lot of things I put in my rap songs is stuff I heard from the street. So who's to say that stuff he put in the rap song, which may allude to someone thinking he was behind a crime, slaying, whatever, was just trash talk, spinning on clout. Do you understand what I'm saying? Same thing with Trap Boy Freddy and Yella Beezy. They posting this song or whatever, calling Yella, Freddy calling Yella. He's telling them, you on some whole shit, woo, 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 excuse my language. And one is now thinking guilty. Oh, he must be guilty. They're calling him, and he's really trying to downplay this phone call. See, at first when I watched it, I didn't get that. That's why I always say, sometimes when one person see, another person don't see. So I had to rewatch it again. But then I had to ask myself too, well, why would he say Trap Boy's on some whole shit? Because he called and was playing a song. So then I had to think about the lyrics of the song. And the lyrics of the song is about taking somebody out, of course. So one could say, okay, yeah, it's a sly, coy way, so he thought, to let people know he was there at the scene of the crime, the murder of Mo3. You take it how you want. But it's either way, it's nonsense and it's crazy. It's crazy and it's nonsense. Because my thing is, if you did do this, why are you calling this boy on the phone on a live, making jokes about murdering somebody, woo, 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 when people already think y'all had beef with one another, y'all and Mo3 or whomever, your friends, your clique, however you want to word it. Why would you even do some shit like that? You're too old for that. And like I said, it could be a clout thing if there's no proof to link those said parties into Mo3's murder. Could be they just glad the boy dead and they wanted to poke fun on a live, because you have people that do that. And I've heard that so many times where they'll act like they did something in the street, hurt somebody, harm somebody, kill somebody, and they ain't done nothing. I don't know. I don't know who killed Mo3, but I think it's sad nonetheless that these people are so vengeful and hateful out here. Well, they don't have common sense and they don't have a life. That's the problem. They don't focus on living. They're focusing on all this street stuff, this affiliation stuff, wanting to be known to hang with this team, that team. But in the end, it's been proven with the mob for over 100 years. There is no loyalty in the street. There never has been any loyalty. You have some guys who will go down for a crime, and it could be other people who are involved, and they do not say anything. They take the rap and go on down and do the time. Then you have others who will tell who the other co-conspirators are. Then you'll have those who have done horrible things, such as a hitman, this and that, right, on among things. And he will tell who ordered the hits, who legs they broke, a bomb in a car, whatever. And we learned that from dealing with the situation with John Gotti. John Gotti didn't have to ever touch anyone. He ordered Sammy the Bull to do certain things, people he had issues with, enemies, and Sammy the Bull knocked them out. And truthfully, Sammy the Bull killed lots of people. So the fact that the government will let him go free is really heinous in itself. You feel like what? He would have never killed these people had John Gotti not told him to do it. But the point still remains, Sammy the Bull was grown. And he knew the risk he took by taking an oath with this organization. So he knew all that. But you gave him a slap on the wrist, and you gave John Gotti life in prison just for basically orchestrating. But you let the henchman go only after a few years served in prison. It's crazy. You want friends? What you mean you want friends? Girl, don't you say nothing like that in my life. You crazy. Now, Nitra, you showing that. You don't say nothing like that in no live now, Nitra. And you been drinking, because now you ain't making no sense now. I'm just saying. You won't say that in a live, really? Okay. Why you want to do that? Because I'm not about to have this conversation with you. Because I can't believe you just put that down there. You don't want that. Trust me. Because we sitting here talking about how people will tell on somebody, and they will surely tell on you. Yeah, she wanted me to do this, woo woo. Those only folks that didn't tell. Well, we don't know who they told, Nitra. They may have told some people, but some other ones didn't tell. But I hear what you're saying. But guess what? What you trying to say? You got some people you don't like, because that sounds like what you're saying. Or you basically saying you want some friends that's loyal. It's not reality for you. What you mean? Anitra, I'm confused by this conversation. That's why they tell you don't text. You can get it mixed up with the meaning of what somebody trying to say. Oh, friends that's loyal. Okay, that's why I'm asking, because I don't want to seem like I was misunderstanding your point. That's loyal. Oh, now look at Lita. Lita, go to bed. She jumping in talking about got that right. But guess what? Who's to say? One day they appear loyal, and then the one day you look up, they be the ones telling stuff. Never tell, because Sammy the Bull always said that about Gotti. He was his right hand man. He trusted him. He looked up to him, and then all hell broke loose. And then all hell broke loose. Sammy the Bull started seeing things about Mr. Gotti he didn't care for. He didn't care for. My understanding, if I'm not mistaken, somebody came back, or the FBI brought back tapes to show him that Sammy the Bull, that Gotti was talking about Sammy the Bull behind his back. And that's what I believe turned Sammy Gravano against John Gotti. Lord, how the hell did we get on this subject here? Good Lord, my mouth. Talking about loyalty. Oh, Satan, get on. Well, I got 8. I guess I should have been on earlier. Y'all in the bed sleep. I got more thumbs up than I got in the actual chat. Well, loyalty is rare. Just like what I said. People can come to you and pretend that they're loyal or they got your back or you, and then they'll do something facetious and you're. I've seen it firsthand, and quite frankly, lately I've been seeing it. The people really don't have your back. They don't have your back. They're not supportive because I see it time and time again. People, as what I've always said, talk is cheap. Showing me is more than talking because you can say anything. I can tell you anything. And then my daddy used to say that. People tell you what they want you, they think you want to hear. People tell you anything to keep you at bay in inquiring about something, asking for something. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'll be over on this day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to give you that. And then you look up, you still wait. Do you understand what I'm saying? People tell you anything. And they'll pretend to be your friend. They'll pretend to have your back, be supportive, do things for you. And then the next time you look up, hell, you don't even hear from them. Don't answer the phone. Acting some type of way. And you're like, well, hell, what's the problem? Because I ain't talked to you. And then the last time I talked to you, I thought everything was kosher. But, I'm one of the type of people, I don't chase people for friendship. That's not my repertoire. I'm not that lonely for friends to chase anybody. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to chase no woman. That's out. Now, it's one thing to sit up and be dialing a man's number, trying to get him to answer, and, I want to talk, and let's do something. Well, all that, that's because that's the opposite sex. It's different. And I don't condone or think it's a good idea either to just keep trying to get somebody to respond that's the opposite sex. At some point, you have to say, okay, well, he's not responding. I'm going to leave this situation alone. I'm going to go on about my business because he obviously don't want to be bothered. He's not returning my calls, texts. It's time for me to move on. Okay. But that's not the same like chasing a woman. Yeah, I'm not going to chase nobody for nothing. Once I see you've been facetious with me, you have done some underhanded, you know what? And obviously you think I don't know that you have. I'm going to let you have that. I'm not getting ready to call you and talk to you about it. I'm not getting ready to argue with you about it because I'm not getting ready to scold another adult. Now, some people say, well, Angela, you shouldn't do that. You should express how you feel with a person. If you think they slighted you or they did something, why should I? Why should I scold you? You grown and tell you, I think you should have did this when you knew better and you willingly did something to slight me, betray me, whatsoever. So I'm going to sit and wait for somebody who's already been disingenuous rather. I'm going to wait for you to give me the answer to something I already did experience and seen the answer to. That don't even make sense to me. But like someone said, well, if you're invested in somebody, it's a good friend, somebody you've been friends with a long time, then yeah, you should go ahead and ask them, hey, did you do this? Did you say this? Or, well, what did you mean by that comment? Okay, cool. I'll give you that. But I'm just one of the type of people, I don't like problems. I don't like arguing with a person. So even if I've been friends with you a long time, I still feel some type of way like, why should I have to go crawl on my belly and or put my tail between my legs to ask you something? But see, like I said, the flip side is somebody will say, well, that's your friend, and don't think of it as groveling and da-da-da-da-da. Just ask one. Like I just think a lot of people know better and they choose to do what out here to scold another grown-up. And see, that's where I have the problem. If I know you knew better, you grown, I just don't think I should have to scold you. That's just me. I'm just different. Because I'm just one of the type of people, I don't like investing my energy in being upset and having to go to you and say, well, you did this and I noticed this and I feel like, hell, they knew better. So now I got to go back to them and say, why you do that? Why you say that? Why you try to get this out of me or do this? Why should I have to say anything? And you grown. And then after I come to you, let's say, and then I wait for your response, God forbid, it ain't the answer I want to hear, I'm still going to feel some type of way and not want to deal with you. So I'm going to, you see what I'm saying? So what is the benefit to the queen? That's what I'm trying to say. What is the benefit to I? Because if I'm not getting no benefit, then I'm just talking to myself, talking in circles. And I don't want to do all that. People just don't know I'm a funny duck. I just don't like complications. I don't like arguing with people. I don't like bickering with people. And I don't like scolding nobody about something that I think they did to me or slighted me on. I don't want to waste my breath doing that. I'm not interested. A lot of people don't take well. You coming to them about something, they might jump off. Oh, you confront me about blah, blah, blah. And you like, well, no, I'm not. It's not an actual confrontation. It's just I'm asking you or I'm saying to you, hey, like this. But see, you don't know what the response is going to be. Because some people can get real ignorant. So to avoid all that, I just don't say nothing. I just leave it alone. And that's just the queen. 11 in the room, 20 thumbs up. I thank you all for joining me. It's an hour in. I'm probably going to check out of here because it's not many of you on. And that's that. I'm befuddled. And Lita tired. Lita around all day. Lita, what you been doing down there in Florida? Helping somebody move. Nietzsche talking about she up eating. Nietzsche, I'm sitting here thinking about putting something else in my mouth, knowing I don't need to. I man ain't got no more rainbow sherbet ice cream. Oh, that would be good right now. It's cuddling up time. And who you cuddling up with, Lita? I can't wait for this answer. Who you cuddling up with, Lita? Because I know if you was cuddling up with somebody, you wouldn't be on this damn live. Nietzsche, girl, I'm eating fish. What kind of fish, girl? Oh, you with your friend, right? Okay. What I'm talking about, Lita, who was you trying to cuddle up with? You want somebody to cuddle up with, or you just saying in general, this is cuddling up time? Catfish. Ooh, I hear you. So silly. I wish it was him. I know you do, because that's why I said if it was him, you'd be crazy to be on this live with me. You're supposed to be giving him all your undivided attention. All that good. Ooh, you're so nasty. Lita, really? Y'all don't want me to keep my lives clean for nothing. Lita said she slept all day. Oh, Church's Maximus chicken. What you doing up late? We got Church's chicken in the room, you guys. Lord have mercy. What are you doing in here? I'm up late talking to these puppies. They dead. They barely holding on. 11 in the room. Church's chicken, what's going on? How you doing? You decided to join the queen late. What you say? You got what, Nitra? Okay, I got a question for you guys in the chat since I'm on an hour and churches decided to join us for Christmas. What do you all think of a woman dating a man 20 years younger than herself? I was talking about the majority of him. Lita, that don't even make no sense what you're saying. What you mean the majority of him? No, I don't understand. Let me go back. I'm so tired of all that good meat. What you trying to say? If it makes her happy. Now, Nietzsche, what is you joining in on? Lita don't know what she's talking about. She is tired and all discombobulated. Oh, she's talking about his chest, stomach, and arms. Well, maybe that's what you should say, because when you say meat, people think you're talking about the other body parts. Dang, I can't fool with y'all. Oh, heathens. Yes, what do you think of an older woman dating a man 20 years younger than she? I ain't wake you up. Didn't nobody tell you to get up, leader? Don't put that on me. I didn't come down and knock on your door and tell you to get up. The meatloaf. Y'all so disgusting. Jesus. Ooh. Leader, when you finally get with him or whomever, it's going to be bad business. Oh, you talking about if it makes her happy, go for it. Okay. So Nietzsche says, if it makes her happy, go for it. So you don't think there's going to be issues to arise with dating someone so young, 20 years younger, at least. That's a lot of years, Nietzsche. Just saying, just asking. A lot of years. You got to think about aging, getting older, getting sick. Will that person want to be around if the lady starts to get ill? Same thing with if it was a younger woman and an older man. It's the same. What do they have in common? Are their children involved? All that type of stuff. In any range is going to be issues. This is true. Leader, I don't want to talk about this with you. I've already discussed the situation with you, and you know what I told you what you need to do. Go on out there and try to live. Just go live. Say hello. Go on a date and be done with it. Just go on a date and be careful, be safe, and roll with the flow. Because all this texting, Well, Nitra, you're right, but I'm just saying, a lot of people know going into situations. Yes, I do know, leader. A lot of times we don't look at what is in front of us in talking to people. Because you all know of what went on with Yellow Boy and all that old type of mess. A lot of times you see stuff, it's not conducive to how you're trying to live, but because you are attracted to the person, you try. You try, but hell, you didn't even get a jump off because they weren't even honest in trying to talk and get to know you. So that's why I said, just imagine if I had really got to know this person and got to dating him and talking to him and trying to court him and all this. He got the propensity to just, jump off, ghost you like that. That let you know something right there. Shit, this ain't nobody any woman should talk to. Let's just keep that real. No woman should talk to Yellow Boy because he checks out. And you have men who do that. And a lot of men do that in relationships. They check out. They don't talk. They don't communicate. They don't compliment. They don't touch. They don't have relations with you. They don't come home. So when you have all that going on, that's not even somebody that you should even want to be with, because why be in a relationship with a person that's going to check out, physically check out, and they're staying in the same house with you, or you two aren't in the same home. It's the same thing. Well, churches, I might be. I meet all types of men. I just threw that question out to the chat. What do you all think about it? I just threw it out. I just think of the aging thing. When I think of an older woman and a younger man, that's what I think of. The woman getting older, God forbid, she start having problems. I just can't see a young man wanting to take care of no older woman, running around doing stuff for her, which we know would be the same if he was doing it for his wife, who was the same age or a few years older, younger. He was supposed to help her, do things for her, tend to her needs. But I just think, I don't know, there's something in my mind that tells me with an older woman, he's going to look at himself like, what the hell have I got myself into? I'm with this older lady and she's sickly and this and that, and I don't know. Well, I love you, girl, but I'm taking. Okay, churches. Yeah, I can't. We couldn't talk no way because you's married, and I'm not trying to end up on Dateline or the Oxygen Channel. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not Trying to end up on Dateline. Oh, say not. Look, they got enough. They got enough stories on what I did for my man and Fatal Attraction. Oh, I cannot. I'm not trying to be on nobody's television. Mm-mm. 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 I pass. I pass. I do not. No, baby. I want my own man. I don't want nobody else's husband, boyfriend, lover. Try my best not to get entangled. Nobody that's got something going on. Usually the other one, she don't win no way. He don't win. Cause you sitting there trying to fight for somebody that don't belong to you anyway. Honey, that was a little bit of whiskey and 7-Up and lime juice. That's all. That's all, folks. But I want to thank you all for, watching my videos and commenting. And it's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot of foolishness going on. Well, go on, nature, get you one with your fish. I used to eat catfish nuggets back in the day. I sure did. You know what, Lita? Go on sleep. I'm not fooling with you tonight. I used to cook catfish nuggets back in the day. They used to come in the like in the frozen section where you can get them in the meat section. They'd be in a little pack. And I'd buy them all the time. I'm just like curious. Honey, I put them in my little what is that, cornmeal? And I drop them in that oil, and honey, you talk about some good eating. But I love some whiting. They call it the black folks fish. Oh, Lita, I'm up now. I ain't studying you. Church said, guess I'm getting old, laugh out loud. Well, I don't know how you young people so old. Everybody in the chat, I believe, younger than the queen. I'm the oldest one in the room. Just saying. The oldest one in the room. You hate fish, and you live down there in Florida where ain't nothing but fish and water. How you down in Florida don't like no fish? That's funny. Cause there ain't nothing but water and fish down there, baby. Help the queen understand. How is it you don't like fish? Really? That's interesting. And then you told me you Haitian too. Didn't y'all eat a lot of fish and rice and stuff growing up? Oh, okay. Nietzsche said she got a lot of sleep. She woke. Churches, you just eating stuff battered up. Talking about eat some Captain D's. You ought to stop that. That ain't no fish. That is some minced fish you eating in that batter. You ain't eating no salmon and no good shrimp. And black folks say shrimp. I like seafood too. But you have to be careful with that because it causes gout. I didn't know that. I learned that a year or so ago about eating too much seafood. Oh, wait, is that not real fish there? I don't think so. I don't think any of that store-bought fish that you get in the box or in the restaurants is real fish. I think the shrimp might be real. Oh, Lita's allergic to seafood. Okay. Well, I don't know. Don't quote me. But I just think some of that's minced. Because I noticed when you buy fish sticks from the grocery store in the box, it'll say on there, minced fish, whatever the mince means. Which that makes me think, what? Fish particles? That's not good. Oh, yes. Too much seafood causes you gout, red meat gout. It's seafood will build up uric acid alongside red meat. I do not know what uric acid is. That's just what I've been told. So you got to be careful popping all that fish and shrimp in your mouth. Oh, I like calamari too. Now, I like calamari now. I used to work at Red Lobster years ago. Honey, I was a hostess at Red Lobster. And let me tell you, the first time I tried it, I was hooked. And it was in the batter, of course, because everything at Red Lobster is battered. But, honey. Leave it to my keep Benadryl close. That ain't good. You got to find something else to eat. Some turkey. Oh, too much fish can cause mercury poison. Possibly. especially if you're eating stuff like the sardines and all that all the time, because a lot of people love eating sardines. But see, I don't eat a lot of that a lot. Every blue moon, I might eat sardines with crackers. I can't even tell you the last time I had a sardine. I don't even think I've had a sardine this year. Oh, fried with broccoli. Okay, so you like Red Lobster. Yeah, Red Lobster has some good food, but it's fatty because all that stuff is just fried in batter. Then those cheese biscuits, hell, you can eat them by themselves and gain 5 pounds. Them cheddar biscuits, they sit them on the table to get you fatter before your plate comes with your food. Oh my gosh. Oh, Nietzsche says her baby loves salmon. Salmon's good. You have to teach yourself how to eat healthier. It's hard because we have so many things that you can munch on, like cookies and this and that, and fried foods and pork and this and that stuff that put the weight on your flour, bread, But like they say, if you start out not frying your food, baking your food only, you have to get in a ritual of saying, okay, I'm not going to fry my food. I'm not going to put any batter, any flour, any cornmeal on my meats. I'm only going to bake it in the oven or saute it on the stove in olive oil. Church is my fast food joint. Oh, Lord, I don't know. Let me think. Where do I eat the most? I got to pick. I like Taco Bell. I eat at McDonald's. I think I probably eat at McDonald's more than anything. And that ain't really the greatest place, but I'm just trying to think. I like Burger King hamburgers. I will say that. I don't have to have their fries or anything, but I like Burger King's hamburgers. Burger King's hamburgers. Charbroil taste, I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Yes, I do. And I don't have to have Taco Bell. I don't eat it all the time, but just saying, every blue moon I get a taste for a taco. I'm a taco or taco salad. Because there's a Mexican restaurant that I've been to that has a mean beef taco salad. Oh my gosh. You talk about heaven, honey. Oh, Hardee's. We don't have a Hardee's where I was living. They closed it down. They're still around, I'm saying, but in certain little towns and places, one was closed. I never really got into Hardee's. I've eaten there, like somebody was, like I was taking a trip with somebody and they said, come on, let's stop at Hardee's, get a biscuit or whatever on a trip or something. Somebody wanted to stop there before we went out of town or went somewhere, shot in the morning, want to go out early. I'd eat at Hardee's, but I wouldn't per se go to Hardee's on my own. Most of the times I ate at Hardee's is because someone invited me to go eat at Hardee's. I never just went to Hardee's and say, oh, I want a steak, chicken steak biscuit or a sausage biscuit. It's very rare because I'm not a breakfast person. I'm a coffee person. Like today, I went all day not eating because I got up late. I didn't even get any coffee till this evening because I was doing all my research for my stories to bring to you guys or whatever. Wait a minute, what did you say about that? Hey, do you remember when Hardee's a long time ago served chicken like KFC? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do, churches. Yeah, I'm not a breakfast person, and that's my problem. And I know that's what's caused me to gain weight over the years, up and down. Is that by the time I eat dinner, which lately has been late, I overeat. I need to be rationing my portions, watching my portions. And so you go all day, you don't eat, you're eating late in the afternoon. It's not good because you may not be eating a lot for breakfast and lunch, but you're waiting so late to eat dinner. And then, whether it's 6 or 7, you still haven't had nothing all day, but just coffee and a donut or something like that. You tend to overeat. I've never been a breakfast person. I keep eggs in here, and they always go bad. I'm sure if I go to the refrigerator now, I've got 2 things of eggs in there. They always go bad. I don't know why. I will not cook the eggs for some reason. I don't know. Of course, it's healthy if you boil them. But I never eat them. It's sad because I love them on salad. I do. And I don't mind eating a boiled egg with some toast for breakfast, And everybody kept telling me, you need to start eating something to keep you from eating so much, at night or for dinner. Oh, yeah. Now, I can eat breakfast any time of day, of course. Hey, Joelle. Look at Joelle that woke up out of slumber. Sounds sick. What sounds sick? What you talking about, Joelle? What you talking about, Mama? Oh, Mama, I saw a story in my notification stuff to that tonight, and some girl, some woman, a grandmother up in Chicago got jacked. Sick, sounds sick. Do I sound sick? What are you trying to say? Some lady got carjacked. A black woman got carjacked up there in Chicago. She got out of a car and these people came up. Yeah, I like to eat breakfast anytime too. Yeah, I can eat pancakes at night for dinner. I sure can. I sure can. My little deacon, he love him some French toast sticks and the sausage that come in this little box from the Dollar Tree. God, he tickles me with that. Or the pancakes and sausage. He said, I just like the way they taste. I said, okay, deacon, I ain't mad. Go ahead. Oh, she said, I think Joelle heard you likely cough a couple of times. Did I? I ain't noticed that I coughed. Don't you start. Don't you start. Don't be talking like that, because I ain't been around nobody. I'm sitting there trying to think, when was I last around somebody? It might be my sinuses draining that makes me sound congested. Because I've noticed when I listen to myself in the videos, I will sound congested. It's probably because I'm draining. It's drainage from my sinuses. Yeah. I ain't noticed that coughing. Don't y'all start talking about no coughing. Ooh wee. Because I gotta be careful with that going around, folks. Because we have some serious COVID cases going on right now around here. Yeah, it's this weather, warm then cold. Yeah, well, it hasn't been warm up here. I think it's going to be probably 50 today. So that is much warmer than how it's been the past 2 days or so, 3 days or whatever. But I was telling somebody about that, wanting to buy some boots. One of the ladies in the chat was talking about buying some boots. I said, for what? You're going to be wearing, I might say that to Lisa, you're going to be wearing flip-flops by Sunday. Or sandals. It won't make a bit of difference. Because the weather's so iffy down here in the south. You be freezing cold. I got the temperature turned up to 78. And honey, oh, I could not get warm. I walked in my bedroom, and I promise you, I thought I had left the window open. Brenda, hello. How you doing? 23 thumbs up and 13 in the chat. Thanks for joining me. I'm 1 hour and 23 minutes into this live. He said 78, good grief, I'd be on fire. It was cold in here. It might have been about 7 o'clock or something like that. I thought the window was up in the bedroom. And they tell you to shut your doors, block heat in your bedrooms. So you won't have well, I know that I'm buffering. Keep your bedroom doors closed so you won't be using up so much heat to, heat your house. So I've been keeping the bedroom door closed. So when I went in the bedroom, it's not a big bedroom, it was freezing in there. So I went to the window because I said, dang, did you leave the window open? And the window was closed. That's how cold the room was with the door closed. It was freezing in the bedroom. And this apartment is not but, 750 square feet. So it's an average size apartment. Open kitchen, living room, laundry room here, and then my bedroom's off this kitchen living room. And I'm telling you, that bedroom was cold as ice a few hours ago. Cold as ice. Now, I'll probably turn that air down in a little bit before I go to bed, since it's going to warm up tomorrow. But I'm just saying, it was cold in there. I'm sorry. I was freezing. Then I was laying on the couch trying to watch TV. And honey, I had this blanket on me, velour blanket that belonged to my mother. And she wasn't working either. And I got on some leggings, this long sleeve shirt, which is thin. It's not heavy, it's thin. Socks, but I still was freezing. What? 20 degrees and oh wow. Well, Nitra down there with you, Church's Chicken. I forgot. I don't think you forgot. Remember when you came in the chat the other night, I said, ooh, Nitra got a new friend. Nitra Church's Chicken is down there in Mississippi as well. Starksville is where he lives, Church's Chicken. Look at Nitra. To my yes, it was freezing. Could you put your soda pops outside, Nitra? Get them cool. Get them cold. Yes, Church's Chicken and Nitra are from the bottom. They in the bottom. Crooked letter I. Y'all go ahead, Mississippi. I wave. Look. I wave from upper chin. I can't do it. I can't do crooked letter I. I can't go that far to the bottom. Not that side anyway. I might do Florida. Georgia, baby. I ain't lost nothing in Mississippi. Okay. Lita said she was so cold she couldn't move. Pine trees. Really? So I guess y'all make a lot of pine saw down there. He said ain't never pine trees down there. So y'all make a lot of pine saw. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. I'll come down there and give me some bottles of pine saw. I like the smell of pine saw. I do. Nice and fresh. He said trees and fields. Well, that's all America is, really. He said maybe paper. Well, that's all America is vast land. I don't care if you're here in the South, if you go out west, the Midwest to the west, that's all America is made of. It's vast land. Tennessee is a long state, and it ain't nothing but trees and, as you say, fields and grass. And it goes on for miles. I ain't lying. I remember I took a drive 2 years ago with somebody up to Murfreesboro because her son was at a football camp. And I mean, that was a beautiful ride because we didn't take the interstate. We took the back road, 2-lane road. Whew. I was scared because I thought, Lord, I'm leery of them 2-lane roads driving. But anyway, we took that long way out of where I lived into Roane County all the way to Murfreesboro. And I tell you, I saw such pretty houses and homes. Oh my God, just gorgeous. Oh, I'm sure. Tennessee is gorgeous, yeah. That's why people love coming to East Tennessee to go to the Smoky Mountains so they can see the foliage and see how, when the season change. And then in the spring, Lord, I can't think of the name of the trees. You all know what I'm saying. The pink ones that turn pink and white. When the trees change in the springtime. Tennessee is a beautiful place. It really is. But I think most of America is beautiful. To Murfreesboro, no. Not out of where I was coming from. No, Murfreesboro wasn't long. Murfreesboro is in between Knoxville and Nashville. Murfreesboro is closer to Nashville than Knoxville. But yeah, that was a beautiful ride. That was a beautiful drive through Murfreesboro. I was like, well, I ain't been up here in years. And I enjoyed it, that scenic ride. But coming back, it started raining. And we saw a bad accident on the other side of the highway, which would have been going west, coming, from the Knoxville side. And that wreck was so bad. That SUV was turned over, but it was inside of a pole. I don't know how the hell they did that. And I was scared the whole way back. Because the person I'm with, she liked to talk. And I said, shh, she get to talking to forget she behind this wheel. I was scared. I don't like driving with other people. I'm that passenger that you want out of your car. Let me tell you, I'm the passenger that you want out of your car. I tell anybody, put me in the back. I don't want to see it coming. I don't. Oh, I'm a horrible passenger. I grind my feet into the floorboards when they hit the brakes all of a sudden. You understand what I'm saying? That's me. I'm that person that be want to grab the little hand thing and hold on to it like I'm on the L train in Chicago. I can't stand it. I'm a bad passenger. I cannot ride in other people's cars. I cannot drive with you. You cannot be smoking and reaching in the glove box. And then you want to try to plug your phone in. Then you looking over here. You're under the seat. You're over the visor. I can't stand it. They will, hey, put me out. I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm a different bird. Put me out of your car. I would not mind. Yeah, it would be nice to have trains. Yeah, put me out your car. I don't care. You're not going to kill me because you talking and smacking gum and chewing on a chicken wing and a burger and flipping this and want to look at your phone and you got your phone down here. Honey, get the sticky thing and put your phone up on the dash somewhere. Why are you riding with the phone on your lap and then somebody call? Now you got to look down at the phone to see who it is. Well, guess what? While you're looking down at your phone, your eyes ain't on the driver. See, I am not a good passenger. And I hate to be in somebody's car saying, baby, can that phone call wait? Because if it ain't coming from the governor, the president, that damn call can wait. Well, and that's what I'm saying. And see, a lot of people don't care. They just feel like, well, I'm riding. It don't matter. Well, it matters to me because I feel like this. I didn't get in your car to end up at the emergency room or the morgue. And that's just the point. I'm not a good passenger. I never have been. And I was in a wreck many moons ago, back in 96, fall of 96. So I don't do passenger driving at all. I don't want to be in your car. Because every time I get in the car with somebody, they always wait till they are on the road. They got to start digging in the back seat. Now, come on now. You know you cannot fumble your hand back here. You see my shoe. You see my other purse. You see my other gym bag. You see, okay, you supposed to did all that before you decided to turn the ignition on. Well, that's good, churches. You are fortunate. But a lot of people are not good drivers. A lot of men are heavy-footed. They like to ride the brakes on somebody's tail. A lot of women don't pay attention when they drive because they're too busy looking at their phone and fumbling with the radio and fumbling with a cord and putting on makeup and doing this. And, go look in the glove box. I'm looking for something in the back seat. And it's like, why do you wait till the car's in motion? This is what I don't understand. You wait good till the car's in motion. Now you want somebody to look in a damn bag in a back seat when you could have did all that before you even got in the front seat. You knew you get ready to go to a store or a mall. You got to take something back. Why you now won't start digging, knowing you can't dig and drive? Then you say to me, can you look to see if you see a bag with such and such in it? No, I don't want to look back there. I'm trying to enjoy the ride. Wait till the car parked. You can dig all you want. What? Yeah, I drive like a dog. I still do. Wait a minute. Let me see what you said. Because I believe you might want to spank it too. I still do 10 and 2 hands on the wheel. I laugh out loud. Well, that's okay. Well, all that. Just like waiting till the last minute to try to get directions somewhere. Google this. Search for this. You had all day to Google a location. Call the people to ask where they're located. Why do you wait till we get in the car and you want me to go Google something and then try to explain to you where it's located? Damn, you got a fancy car and a GPS. What is the problem? Folks are so lazy. That's why I'm telling you, the queen likes being by herself. I do. I do. I love my freedom to be by myself because I don't like complications. When I'm in your car as a passenger, I want to enjoy the view. That's what a passenger does. It's look out of the window. Hello? Like I'm on a train, a bus, an airplane. I didn't get in your car to have to Google stuff, call stuff to see if they still open, what time they close, what meals are they serving, all this stuff that you could have done before we got in the car. You know where we going. You know the business hours. You know what they're serving for lunch or dinner. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like complications. Well, and that's my point, is that I've been around certain people that they wait to the last minute to find out stuff. They wait good till they in motion and say, Google such and see where they're at and if they're open and all that. Let's see the hours they open. So you're willing to travel to another town to see if a dang store is open when you could have Googled before you went and called the people and see, hey, what are your business hours? Golly. It's all of the above. Oh, listen, she said, me too. God bless the ones who have it. So that's why it's best to do stuff by yourself. When you get around people and you start learning their ways, they procrastinate. They take forever getting stuff together, getting ready, doing this, doing that. They like to fumble in their car while they driving. Go by yourself. They say, you want to go ride with me to something? You probably should tell them, no, I don't. I don't care if you're bored, you want to get out the house, so what? I'll holler at you later. Because I just don't like people that fumble around while they're driving. That's a pet peeve of mine. Don't wait till you get in your car and you want to start looking at everything and now you want to dig in your purse. Oh, you're looking for an address out your purse. Then you digging and trying to drive and then say, well, I got, go get my other pocketbook out the back. See, you know, all this old crazy type stuff. The destination. You ain't going to argue with me about no destination. Because guess what? Queen will quit talking. If I know what I'm talking about on whatever the subject is, and you start that old flim-flam stuff, well, I thought it was over here, and they said it was. All right, Queen. I'm just a passenger. And I'm just going to rear back and lay back like a fat cat and let you drive yourself around in circles. And then once you're tired of driving in circles and wasting your gas, what you say, old woman, a woman 20 years younger? Joy, what you talking about? But I'm just saying, I don't like complications. You know what that's why a lot of people tell you know how Angela, she's funny now. I'm look, you can get me perturbed real quick. I think y'all done learned that from watching me on this channel a whole year. Drive in circles if you want to. I'm gonna let you just ride around because eventually I'm gonna stop talking to you. I'm not going to search for nothing. I'm not going to look for nothing. I'm going to let you figure it out for yourself because you're the driver, and rightfully so, you should be the one in control. So Queen is not going to say nothing else to you about nothing. Let's let you ride in circles because I'm not going to keep repeating myself, and then you blowing my high, and I can't even enjoy the drive because you got me over here being, you know, Google +1. Like, I didn't sign up for this. Queen didn't sign up for this. Ooh. And I hate people that can't drive. Dang, the lights say green. You looking all around and this and that. Go. Oh, Satan, please. Oh, it's so funny, Nietzsche. I swear, Queen is not a good passenger. I'm not a good passenger. I never have been. Oh, my gosh. I swear. That's the reason why I don't go to beauty shops and get my hair done. You know, I told you all about that because you get to talking crazy. You got 12 people at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Now, how you going to work on everybody's head at the same time? You know, a lot of black hairdressers got that bad. They'll book 3 or 4 people at the same time. You know, you can't do no press and curl and no perm at the same time. Somebody about to be bald. I'm just saying. And you look up, you done went to a 1 o'clock appointment. You don't come out of there till 7, 8 o'clock at night. And you ain't went got nothing but a perm. Burn your own scalp. Burn your own scalp. And that way you don't got nobody to blame but yourself. Now I trust you to trim the ends. Now, I don't like the way this girl cut my hair a few months ago, but she whacked all my hair off. But them perms, oh, ain't nobody putting no perm in my hair. What you say about bringing? What? Or they bring other people on the trip. I don't ride with strangers. I don't do shops. Oh, beauty shops. Okay. Now, I don't know about bringing somebody else on the trip. So I don't hang with a lot of people. So I haven't had that problem of going anywhere and they bought a 3rd or 4th wheel. And that would be bad too, to get somebody that you don't know nothing about. And they go with you, y'all in the car, and they get to hollering and crying and complaining about stuff. They gotta take a smoke break every 5 minutes. You know, that can stop your trip. For a person that's got to smoke cigarettes, that can take up your time. I remember a relative cried and moaned about they took a trip one time to Mississippi years back. She said every 5 minutes I had to stop, let my cousin out because she needed to smoke a cigarette. I said, well, you know not to take her on a trip next time. You take only non-smokers, put them in your car. Because, yeah, that will get old, stopping every time a person needs a cigarette. And coming from East Tennessee to damn near the bottom of Mississippi or the middle of Mississippi, that's a long drive. That takes up all your time stopping on the highway. Well, Joel, mine on 78, and Church is up here laughing at me talking about 78. I'd roast. I told him this apartment was cold. This place ain't insulated properly. The light bill company want to get all the money. Fortunately, I got credit on the bill, so they can ring it up how they choose. I ain't worried about it. I'm not getting ready to freeze and catch pneumonia because that's how you get sick. You walk around, you just took a shower, and you got air flowing in the place. And God forbid if your hair is wet, you know what I'm saying? Because I wrap my hair after I wash my hair. That's how you get sick. You walking around with wet hair, just took a shower, and then the apartment's got air flowing around in it like you ain't even got no heat on. Shoot, I ain't trying to leave here. Look, I'm trying to hold on. Just a little while longer. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. 1 hour and 42 minutes into this chat. I thank you all so much for tuning in with the Queen. Because, you know, we be talking about some crazy stuff. 68 during the winter, 78 during the summer. Oh, okay. I got you. So Nietzsche said it's okay for a woman to date a man 20 years younger. That was the question I threw out in the chat before you all came in and joined in. What do you all feel about an older woman dating a younger man 20 years her junior? What do you all think about that? It need to be on 68, Brenda, while you playing, so the light bill won't be so high. But honey, I'm telling you, that air was blowing in that bedroom like I had the window up. That's how cold it was. I walked in there, and the door had been closed. It was cold in there. I see now something ain't right here. They say shut your doors so the heat can stay trapped in the room. Oh, Lita's so silly. Tomorrow I'm going to jail, prison. Let me see. What y'all say in this one thing? I personally think it depends on the people in the relationship. Brenda says it won't work. Why it won't work, Brenda? Why it won't work, baby? Brenda, tell me why it won't work. Said, no, baby. Can't work with a little young baby doll. What Joelle got to say? Where my Miss Joelle at? What you got to say, Miss Joelle? About a woman dating a man 20 years younger than she? What do you think about that? Lord have mercy. Be like having another child. Come on, baby. Let's go. Give you a little high check. Have him a booster seat in the car. Oh, man. Oh, I'm ugly. You go somewhere in the stores. First thing somebody come up and, excuse me, ma'am, would your son like to try on this jacket? Churches, I didn't say it was about me. Oh, Brenda, listen at Brenda. Because he's too young and I want someone I got to train. Well, look, from what I'm seeing, you got to train them at your own age. I'm 49. And it looked like I got to train them at 40, 48. Don't know how to talk, don't have manners. That's the problem. They didn't get proper rearing from their own home. That's the problem. I'm 49, churches. I'll be 50 next month on the 29th. So I see tendencies in all of them. That's the same. Oh, Brenda 60. Okay. God rest his soul. Leader, ain't you young already? Nietzsche keeps saying the same thing. You never know. So that's why it depends on the people involved. Yes, it is. But my thing is still, I just don't see people with 20 years difference really having a lot in common. That's just, I don't know. I can't see a lot of young men at 28, 29, 30, it's all the same, having the same mindset and the goals of a 49-year-old woman. I'm just saying, I just asked the question. What do you all think? I'm not saying I'm interested in somebody that's 29 or that they're interested in me. I'm just asking. Well, and that's my point, Nietzsche. That's why I just was making a point. We have people walking around dating people they don't have nothing in common with. They don't have the same ideas. They don't have the same ways. They don't live the same. They don't have the same goals. So you think about somebody younger who still ain't living, that's an issue. All right, Joel. Joel gone. Joel Jackson is gone for the count. Thank you, love. Have a blessed Sunday. So 5 years younger than me, and it was a tough thing. I don't knock it. Okay, Leader dang, 5 years is not a lot. And you're still young. So how young were you when you talked to him? I'm just saying. I don't know. I can't meet him my own age. I'm just gonna be truthful. I've met men 60. I've met men 50. I've met men 40. It doesn't matter. They just don't know how to damn act. Okay, Brenda, 40 and 60. Okay, that's not too bad. A 40-year-old woman and a 60-year-old man. That's totally different because you're talking about a fully grown woman and a fully grown man. That's totally different than 49 and 29. Oh, you said he passed last month. I was 26. He was 20. Oh, see, that was too young. Yeah, 26. A woman is more mature at 26 than a 20-year-old man. I was going to be some problems. My wife is a year older than me, and we've been married for 12 years. Okay. So, yeah, but 1 year, that's nothing for your age group or any age group. But when you're talking about a woman dating a man, and she's old enough to be his mother, I could just see them being issues. That's just me. Yeah, sorry to hear that. But I guess we live in turbulent times. We're living in a world where nothing is certain, much uncertainty. So I guess if you just want to live and see how it goes, that's all you can do. People may not agree or like it, but in the end, we're gonna do what we want to do. That's why it really don't matter if you ask somebody anything. People gonna do what they want. Nietzsche, I know that. Nietzsche, you just riding this down, ain't you? Then when somebody get to crying and got some problems with 29-year-old, what you gonna say then? I'm trying to get my groove back, but ended up getting our daughter out of it. Oh, wow. Oh, I see. Dang. You okay, Stella? Well, Stella was rough, wasn't she? Stella was trying to get her groove too. Shut your mouth. Go on, Stella. Lord have mercy. Oh, Nietzsche said, I learned a lot. I learned not to knock everything without trying to understand. Well, you're right. Sometimes we can be hasty in our opinions about stuff. You were Stella, a leader. You was Stella, trying to get your groove back, fooling with that little boy. Golly, Satan had a hold of your little heels, didn't he? Get you robbing the cradle. You sitting up there go give him Similac and then go get a baby that you got to give some Similac to. I'm dead. He pursued you. I bet he did. I got me a 26-year-old. Yeah, he was happy to get him a little older girl. He sure was. And these young men, they like these older women. You would not believe the messages I get on that site. I mean, they're 28, 29, 32, 35, 20. Oh, Lord. Come on now. I ain't trying to go to the grandmama stage. Jeepers, creepers, a cougar. Child cougar tied. This cougar tied. Do you hear me? This cougar so exhausted from fooling with these heathens. She just be like, oh, I throw my hand up in the air. As old folks say, I swear. Nietzsche ain't no good. Nietzsche old instigator. That's all Nietzsche is. Call somebody a cougar. Trying to get a cougar hurt. So one of them young tigers come run around the corner talking about her man. I hear you talking to my man. And woo, woo, woo. You won't be saying nothing about me being no cougar then. When one of them little kitty cats come running around talking about, I'm trying to talk to the man. Well, I'll let her know. I'll tell a little kitty cat like I tell her old one. Oh, baby, you can have them. No, thank you. Nietzsche sick. Nietzsche gonna have some fun. Nietzsche, I'm not talking to anybody, sweetheart. Nobody is pursuing no one is pursuing the queen. I have not talked to anyone. I have not changed no phone numbers with anybody. I have not even had a full conversation with anybody on the site in weeks. Well, yes, it is unfortunate. Yeah, because he was a life, child's father, of course. Well, 1 hour and 52 minutes. I need to check my butt out of here. Y'all keep a queen on she toes. But I want to thank you all for joining me in this live tonight. I appreciate the support. I want you to keep in prayers for Nashville. They get to the bottom of whoever made... Well, Nitra, I'm not talking to anybody, honey. Lena, what are you talking about? Open your eyes, queen. Good night, Church's Chicken. Thanks for joining us. I'm not talking to anyone. Y'all don't listen when I talk. I just told you, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not conversing with anyone. I don't have any conversations going on with anyone locally, period. No one's been calling. Nobody has a number. Nobody's been in the chats. I'm not talking to anybody. Lita said you look buzzed. I think it's because I'm tired. I don't get no sleep. I ain't had but this one little drink, and I believe my eyes was already low before I put my mouth to the cup. Oh, Nitra said when I decide to. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Right now, COVID got us toe up. We back in the saddle with this mess. Good night, Lita. Queen done woke me up. Now she's trying to run away. Lita, look. You know how to reach me. I'm getting ready to stretch out, put my sleep clothes on, and I might snack on something else and try to finish watching this movie I'm watching on YouTube. Looks like a Lifetime movie. They show all kind of older movies on YouTube. So I was watching some movie about a girl. One night, her and her husband were in bed, and they heard a prowler or something in her house. And I was in the kitchen when I guess he got shot. So then she moves to this other house in a small town. And some guy shows up to her house asking for some money. I want the money or the drugs. So I thought, well, I see trouble has found her. And she was married to a cop. So I don't know if the husband was a dirty cop or what. But that's what I'm watching right now on YouTube. Lena, they stay down there. Talking about, oh, let me tell you, I saw so many RVs in West Palm Beach today. I damn near drove off the road. Girl, that's all that's down there, RVs. That and out west, I see that on YouTube. It's some older movies that have been posted. Oh, yeah. They got all kind of stuff on YouTube. Older stuff. I think I watched Shattered the other night. I kind of like listened to it while I was cleaning the apartment and doing stuff the other night. I've seen that movie 1,000 times. But it's a good movie. It's a movie about double cross with a married couple. So it's interesting. I do feel like I got a little rasp in my throat. It's got to be. It's probably this weather. Jeez. These drove into town. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? I don't think they're him. I think they are on to the guy who blew up the buildings downtown Nashville, because as I stated to you all in my article, when they went to the said house, in Antioch, Tennessee. The person was not there, and the RV was not there. So don't you find that interesting? They got to leave to go to this house, and the RV and the person who owns the apartment was not home. Possibly they're the person that died in the explosion. So we will see. I'll bring you the said information. But I want to thank you all for joining me. And I may jump on tomorrow. I may not. Tonight. I'm not for certain if I will or not. But I want to thank you all for joining me. I enjoy the chit chats and the comments and the laughs. And you all keep a queen on she toes. Like, share, subscribe. I can't get it out. Good night, Lena. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below. Folks gonna think I'm buzzed for real. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below. Thanks for joining me. Prayers for Nashville. Good night, Nitra. Prayers for the baby in Ohio that passed away on Christmas Day. Praying that her grandmother will make it out of the hospital safely. Thank you, Lita. Good night, baby. And just keep these people in your prayers, because this bombing caused a lot of outages in North Alabama, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee, surrounding towns, surrounding Nashville, up this way near Nashville, Tennessee, out through AT&T. No, Lita, I have not heard from Miss Mary. I went on her Facebook page night before last, and there have been people who've tagged her in articles and photos or whatever on her page. So I'm assuming she is alive, because I know nobody would tag her. You understand what I'm saying? If it was a worst case scenario, and they were recent tags. So we'll be praying for Miss Mary as well, because I have not heard anything about my friend in Virginia who has heart failure and COVID and was in the hospital. As far as I know, she's still there. I looked at my messages in the inbox, and she has not responded. So that's coming up 2 weeks now that she has not responded, because I think it was the 10th, the 9th or the 10th when I sent her that message. Thank you for joining me. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Mask up. This is Everyday Shenanigans. I'm out of here. Holler at you later, Rich Long. Be careful. Be safe. All of you. Bye.